If you are a Construct 2 developer and you are working on a large project with plenty of assets, then probably you had an issue with game freezes when a player switches between layouts, or the player gets annoyed by the fact the game loading takes very long on the first launch. This can be easily solved with Preloader ForConstruct. The Preloader is a Construct 2 plugin which allows you to efficiently control how the content of your game is being loaded, making transitioning smooth and convenient. Thanks to it, you can implement a customized fancy preloading screen to improve user experience. This can be a simple progress bar on a splash screen or a filling gauge decorated with an animated indicator displayed on a complex background that changes as the loading progresses. Or maybe a percentage counter accompanied by your game's tips or funny quotes to make waiting for the start of the level more pleasant. The Preloader can also be used in the loader layout, allowing you to make a fancy preloader for the game's initial preloading screen. Moreover, you can preload specific items beforehand during the gameplay to prevent interruptive stallings in the least appropriate moments. These solutions will surely improve user experience, making reception of your game much better. With Preloader, you can actually preload anything. Thanks to the ability of hooking custom functions to the preloader, you can preload sprites and other graphical assets, but also Ajax, multiplayer connection, some specialized calculations, and more. Once the Preloader plugin is installed, you simply add it to the project same as other plugins or objects. The preloading screen can be done in just 3 steps. First thing is to indicate what elements and when you want to preload. The easiest way is to simply add all objects from layout, which is one action. If needed, feel free to add other objects that are not included in the layout but might appear later on, which you can do with the Add Object action. Then you add one more action, which is Start, to initiate preloading. The second step is to code what happens during the loading. In the OnProgress event, you can indicate what happens every time a part of data is loaded. For example, this can be a simple progress bar that changes its width according to the progress made by the Preloader, or a text object showing percentage of loaded content. And finally, use the OnCompleted event to determine what happens when the preloader finishes its job. Most likely you will just use a regular go-to-layout action. To preload the game with Preloader, additionally use the Add C2 engine action on the first layout. Thanks to it, the loading progress will respect the initial Construct 2 initialization as well. So, as you can see, the Preloader plugin has several uses, and the ways to customize your loading screens are actually all up to you. For more information about the plugin and its features, join our Discord server. You will find the link in the video description below. Thank you for watching.